All right, so it's Power 98.3, 96.1 for the East Valley. Tino Cochino Radio, the man of the hour, is back for the 975th time
I thought
in
it was
Phoenix.
976.
No, this city loves you, bro. You need to just be the mayor, dude.
That's love, man. I appreciate
G-Eazy is hanging out with us. What's up, man?
Hell yeah, man. Feeling good, feeling great, feeling blessed, excited about this album.
Before we even talk the album, dude, like just for the people that follow you on Instagram, you just seem to be at a super dope place in life right now, dude. Like I feel like you can see that you're just genuinely having fun.
Yeah, man. It's sounds obvious or whatever, but it's just to be happy is a beautiful thing, man, and just feeling grateful, feeling blessed, feeling excited, just living my best life.
What we were talking off the air a second ago. It seems like you've been touring for like 4 years straight. I guess you kind of have been, right?
Yeah.
What at what point do you kind of step back from it and just try to live a normal life for a little bit?
I mean, I had to. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was literally like 4 years straight, from tour to album to tour to album to tour to album, like living out of a suitcase, like recording in hotel rooms, recording on the back of my tour bus, and just not wanting to take my foot off the pedal. And it just, you know what I mean? Little things you kind of take for granted, like just being able to go home, man, see moms, just watch some TV, sit on the couch, you know what I mean? Just rest, just be a human being. Like, we were going so fast, so hard for so long. And, I don't want it to sound like, boo-hoo,
Right, some guys like, I work in the field, bro, you're on stage.
You know what I mean? Everything is
yeah.
relative. But there are certain, just fundamental things as a human, that, and I hadn't lived anywhere in like 5 years. I'd just, been
so you have all the success and everything's good and you don't even really have a crib.
Yeah, nah. So I finally got one, wow. Man. I finally got one. And
are you in the Bay? Are you in LA or where you at?
I'm in LA.
Okay.
For music, it's really like almost everybody moves to LA. It's just where the industry is, where all the producers, anybody, all the artists, you know what I mean? You want to work with anybody, they're literally a phone call away.
Right.
So it was like, okay, I go do the LA thing, I get my LA house, and I put a studio in it.
Okay.
I just went in there and worked every day, man. And, during the day, I got to be a person, and then every single night when the sun went down, I'd go into that studio. And we ended up making over 100 songs for this album.
That's crazy.
And I just got in a really good space creatively, and just made the album that I wanted to make, and didn't stop until I did. And I just stopped. I just finished it. So
you're obviously a Baydestrian and rep the Bay to the fullest. But being that you're in LA now,
know that.
How do you? What is the difference like? Like from a LA scene now that you're in it compared to the Bay scene? I would assume it's night and day.
I mean, you could almost say California is almost like, it's two sides. It's almost two states. It's Northern California and Southern California.
Yeah.
But culturally, I mean, we've always been connected, and it's always been love. So it's, and a lot of us from the Bay moved down to LA. A lot of us in music, that is.
Yeah.
Because it's just a land of opportunity, man. You can't deny that. People from all over, it's not just the Bay. You see like people from New York, or people from Atlanta, or people from Chicago, wherever, like moving to LA because it's just where music is.
Yeah.
So, but it's also being aware of like, you hear these stories 10,000 times about artists that move to LA, and seeing the kind of pitfalls or the dark sides of like Hollywood and the lifestyle, and the, don't get lost in the sauce, don't let it get to your head. Don't let the superficial.
Is it tough to not let it get to your head when obviously like you, me, myself, and I, such a big record, and you're selling out shows everywhere.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, your fan base was big before that record, and I can only imagine how much bigger it was after you have a hit.
Yeah.
Is it almost? Do you find yourself starting to kind of feel yourself a little bit, but maybe you don't notice it?
Yeah, it's natural, man. It's natural, and you're in a town where it's like it's something cracking every night.
Right.
So if it's like, should we tap in? Should we go out? You know what I mean? It's a Wednesday. You sure? All right. Yeah.
It's LA, man. Just no. You just let's go out, man.
I mean? Yeah, let's go out. And then it's like, you know what I mean? Like you're doing it too much, and you're just like, man, I need to just.
At what point do you hit, or what like realization do you have? Like, yo, I need to step back for a second. This is getting the best of me.
I think that's a lot of what the album is about.
Yeah,
honestly, yeah, and it's just like, that fight to keep your head on straight, to just, remain a good person and remember who you've always been, what you got in it for. I mean, I started rapping when I was like 14, and it didn't pop off.
You did a group thing, right?
Yeah, we was just kids in high school rapping, and I was making beats, and chasing this dream and, you know, following this path and working for it. And then one day waking up being like, damn, like, is this, you know, everything I thought it would be? Or so it's just about the dark and the light of it, you know, the good with the bad, the yin and yang of the lifestyle of celebrity of
Is
Hollywood.
it weird when you realize that you really have made it? Like you try so long to get to this level, and then you finally reach it, and then it's like, what? I did it, but
I really hate saying that. I hate saying made it.
do you feel like you haven't? Like, I mean, you're successful.
I just like, in the sense of like, made it sounds like a destination. I don't never want to like when you reach your destination, you get out your car and you stop. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm mobbing. Like,
Yeah.
I never want to stop going. So it's like, I hate to say it like that, made it, because there's always this like hunger burning inside me. That's like the, you know, hunger for more, to keep rising, to keep going, to keep mobbing. So,
What's the next destination?
just you know, about to be on this marathon with this album. You know, just finished it up. Excited to share this new music with the fans and then go on tour again. It's been a while. It was like, you know, at the end of 4 or 5 years of touring, it was almost like, you know, you almost become, you don't burn out, but you're just like, yo, I've been playing these same songs every night.
Does it feel repetitive, even though it's a different
city? It's kind of
city?
like Groundhog Day.
Okay, yeah.
You know, like, if you ever seen that movie Groundhog Day,
Bill
where he
Murray.
wakes up, you know what I mean? And it's the same thing every day, you know, and you don't want to become like disenchanted with it or brokenhearted or burnt out, you know what I mean? And I stepped away from it, but now I'm excited to get back in it. And I miss the road. I miss the fans. I miss playing these shows.
What's the best and worst part about being on the road? Because I mean, you do it so much.
Yeah.
Like, is there one thing that you just can't do normally that is like an only on the road type of thing?
I mean, you learn to live with less. It's like a simple life of like what you really need, and what you don't need, you can't fit in your suitcase.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's just it's the little simple things.
Did you see the video today of Wendy Williams falling out? You haven't seen it? I was going to ask. So she said she was just dehydrated, but it looks like she had a stroke. Do you have the video, Nick? I want him to see it real quick. This is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
So to me, it looks like she had a stroke because her like speech starts messing up. But she said it was just dehydration, and then it leads to the next question. But I just want you to see it.
Oh my God. Yo, that's terrible.
How crazy is that? Have
Yeah,
you ever like had a situation on stage where something happened to you, like you maybe not fell out, but just I don't know, got sick or something happened to you like that? Like I can't even imagine, like that's on live TV.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I hope she's okay.
She spoke out and said it was all.
Yeah.
The problem is with the internet. I'm sure you've had to deal with this with different times. People jump out immediately, like, oh, she probably faked it for ratings, and this, that, and the other. And so many people are going in on her. It's like, yo, I mean, we don't know, and who are you to say that that's what happened?
And it's Halloween, but if she's you know, speaking out about it, then that's
she spoke out, said she was okay. She was just dehydrated. I guess
she's okay.
was.
I mean, the reality is, you know, she's in a repetitive kind of thing in terms of, you know what I mean, like she wakes up, does the same thing, you know what I mean, and that as a touring artist, you know, you have that pressure of like, I explain it like if I come to a city, you know, these fans, they saved up their money, they made plans, you know, they looked forward to this show, you know, hopefully,
right.
You know what I mean? They found parking, you know what I mean? They waited for the show. They that's their hard-earned money. That's a night that they planned for, you know what I mean? And like, you know, for you as the artist, like I've been on tour where I've had like 11 shows in a row.
That's
with
insane.
after parties that same night where it's like a second set, you know, so you're getting little to no sleep, you're catching flights every day, you know what I mean? It's like an exhausting thing,
right?
And you're expected to deliver that every single day and make it special every single day. And it's like that exhaustion is real, and that's why you have to literally like take care of yourself, find a way to get sleep, even when it's, you know, the schedule is not like when
you're booked like that and you have after parties and stuff. Do you want to like? I would assume at the beginning of the career you want to turn up and drink and wild out with everyone, but after a while, is it just like you don't even like deal with the club stuff? It's like perform and get the hell out.
It should be. Yeah, I'd be drinking. You know, I mean, I know how to like pick my battles and be smart when I, you know, but I'm not gonna lie, man. I love to turn up. You know, I be enjoying myself.
Still whiskey? That's a drink of choice.
Yeah. Shout out Still House. You know, I mean, you drink a ton of water. You got to take care of
gotta
yourself.
balance
the
it.
vitamins, you know what I'm saying? Eat a little kale.
Yeah.
I don't eat kale.
See, that's
I don't know
that
why I
LA
said
stuff,
that.
man. You starting to eat kale, spinach wraps, man.
I really don't. I don't even know why I said that.
You had mentioned Northern California earlier. I'm just curious, have the fires affected anyone that you know?
Yeah.
Dude, that's so
those
crazy,
fires are
man.
devastating. Literally devastating. Like, this is like, it got way out of hand. And I mean, you just like, you think about people whose whole lives, you know, whose everything they know, their homes, their, you know, is just like gone.
Yeah.
So yeah, I worked with some friends of mine in a couple different ways, you know, to help out how we could. I'm also doing this big benefit show. It's Metallica, Dave Matthews Band,
I saw
and me.
that. How crazy is that?
Yeah.
Like, what kind of lineup is that, dude? That's insane. That's it.
Yeah.
Is it AT&T
AT&T Park, yeah,
right?
yeah.
How many people does that hold?
I mean, that's the stadium.
Yeah,
so
it doesn't even make sense, bro.
probably close to 1 million. But I mean, yeah, they reached out about that, and I was just, you know, that's an instant, like, yes, of course, anything we can do. It's weird because you want to help, and you're just like, you know, certain things, you know, it's like,
It's almost like, what can you do?
what can
you know?
you know? But I mean, music, you know, will always be something that hopefully, you know, they can help heal, help escape, help bring people together, help, you know, if I can use my platform and my voice, you know, whether it's that benefit show or whether it's bringing awareness to something or a fundraiser or, you know, we designed a shirt. It was just like about
That's a dope shirt, by the way.
unity of the Bay,
Yeah.
and just like giving all that proceeds, you know, away. Doing anything you can, you know.
I mean, you've done so many shows. Just going to the just talking about people coming together for music and stuff. The Vegas shooting, which was so
Yeah.
crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
being that you do so many shows, does that trip you out at all or freak you out? Do you somewhat, when it comes time to do a show, like, oh my god, like, or is that just something you don't even think about?
It's a terrible shame, bro. It's a terrible shame. It's a tragedy, and it's like, again, music is something that's supposed to like give you this feeling. Music brings people together. Music can, you know, if you're going through it, can take you away. Music can help heal. Like, think about a concert, that's a bunch of people who appreciate music coming together in a place that's supposed to be safe to celebrate music, experience music, and enjoy that together. And you talk about endangering that and threatening that and creating it, you know, into something else. That's just like, that's terrible, man.
It's crazy, bro. I mean, just obviously thoughts and prayers to anyone affected by that. And just the cool thing is people still they're not letting that affect them. They're still going to shows. They're still selling out shows just again because music brings people together.
Music brings people together, and we have to, you know. Yeah.
I had an interview with the actor Josh Brolin a couple weeks ago. He was out here for the premiere of the Only the Brave movie, and for whatever reason, I'm just a fan of his work.
That's a rare cat. Yeah, he's a legend.
I've just always been a fan of his
work. For Old Men, right?
Yeah. Dude, I mean, legendary.
Yeah.
And at the end of the interview, for whatever reason, I was like, man, I just want to tell you, like, I appreciate your art. I appreciate your craft, and thank you for doing what you do, because so many people are passing away these days, it seems, for reasons we don't know. People dealing with, who knows what it is, but there's just so many lives being lost. And he really appreciated that. And even after it was done, he was like, yo, thank you. That was really sweet. And I think it's important for people to pay that respect and homage for people that they respect. So I'm just curious, like, is there someone out there that you would like to maybe say, yo, just, you never know, but I appreciate your work?
Yeah. I mean, I think as a whole, just as a people, you know, whether it's like whatever, just appreciating people's existence, you know, appreciating, you know, just coming together in unity as a whole, and just, you know, especially, I mean, in the arts, whether it's actors or music, but the people who experience it as well, you know, because we're nothing without people on the other side of it. So, you know, just being cognizant and aware of, we're getting hella deep right now.
Yeah, I know,
I know what I mean? But just like,
it's real life, man.
I guess it's just about being grateful, man, and about being grateful for where you are and what you have, and what we get to experience as humans.
Definitely. And talk about being grateful. We got the album, which is about to come out. We're excited for it.
Yeah.
You're about to get back on the road.
Yep.
Love life seems to be good. I don't want to get too cheesy on it, but just you're posting it. You seem happy, bro.
Nah, she's really solid.
How do you guys meet?
Just she lives down the street from me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, but just about, you know, it's music, you know, the industry's small. But nah, I mean, I'm happy. I'm feeling really good, and I'm hella proud of her. She's playing the arena here today.
I didn't even know it was the arena. We were talking about the show, and my program director told me earlier, it's at the Talking Stick Resort Arena. I was like, oh my God, it's the arena? Like, that's
she's bigger than me.
That's insane, bro.
Yeah.
That's super dope too that you're just like popping up at shows and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I go to support her. That's straight up. Yeah. and
that's
I'm a
so
fan.
awesome.
So
there it is, man. Dude, I mean, any final thoughts, comments, concerns, something we haven't touched on that we
Man,
should?
The Beautiful and Damned is coming soon. I just turned in the album, man. It's coming.
It's in.
I
It's ready to
promise.
go.
Yeah, we're finalizing the rollout right now, the master plan. You know, and then about to go back on tour, man, and tour for a whole nother year, you know, and get to see the world again. But I'm definitely coming back to Arizona, man. I've always loved it here and always felt home when I'm here. Y'all hold me down. So.
That's awesome. Well, I'm excited, man. I mean, every time you come back, things are growing for you. I'm happy to say our little radio show here is growing. We're in 15 cities now.
Hell yeah, fire.
So they're hearing this all over.
Yeah.
So what would you like to say to everyone listening, man, that might not be in the Phoenix area?
Thank you. If you support my music, if you listen to it at all, if you show love to the movement, man, I appreciate that love, and that's what it's about. I'll see you soon.
There it is. Thank you so much for always making time, man. G-Eazy, Sino Cochino Radio. Yeah.